Good evening, welcome. Here we are. We're in Austria tonight for what should be a fantastic evening of racing. Everybody's almost everyone is in the lobby right now, which is good to see. I'm ready to go, and we're going to have to see how everybody gets on tonight. Let me just grab a drink before we start. Should be lots of action tonight here in Austria. Lots of overtaking opportunities. Qualifying is always a bit of carnage because the laps so short. Lots of DRS, lots of difficult turns as well. It's definitely a driver's favourite track. It's one of my favourite tracks, that's for sure. If you're wondering why there was no Formula 2 stream last Wednesday, that's because I was myself racing, and yeah, for a change, I went in the Formula 2 and I had a night racing. I was going to stream it, but it was kind of embarrassing. I'm a bit out of practice when it comes to racing, so I decided not to. Did enjoy it though. It was a fantastic experience, and I wouldn't mind doing it again. Shout out to Ice One for absolutely destroying me on the second lap of the sprint race. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It was good fun. Got Tim in. That's the big question tonight, I guess, is can anybody stop him? I would hope so. He's not miles in front of the championship. Like, he's won all 3 races, but he's not won them easily. He's been challenged all the way to the finish line. He's had a bit of luck, some very good strategy as well, to be fair to him. He's made some very good decisions, and he's managed to get the win in the first 3 races. But there's definitely, I think there's a lot of people that tonight they just want to, just make sure he doesn't win another one. He's a superb driver, that's for sure. There's Reese readying up in the Red Bull. Reese was in the Formula 2 this week. He dominated, to be fair. I think I qualified 7th and then finished 8th in both races. So, yeah, not too bad. My first race in years, really, I think. Yeah, as I say, I really enjoyed it. Big shout out to Chappie. He's in the Ferrari tonight for organising it and inviting me. I really did have a good time. So we've got 19 in for qualifying. Let's just make sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I am spectating. I didn't want to be that guy. Well, we can't ready up. You need to press triangle. Oh, shit. No. I have. Yeah, as I say, I have to thank Chappie for the invite on Wednesday. I did expect a very full grid tonight with it being Austria. Everybody loves a bit of Austria. As I previously stated there, it is a driver's favourite. It's one of those. I will say that you're going to see a lot of penalties for track limits. This is probably the worst circuit for that, where just you're really harshly punished. If you're a fan of not just F1 esports, but actually F1 as well, you know, in the past couple of seasons at Austria, the time penalties have been very, very harsh. It's very much like that here on this game. You'll see a lot of qualifying laps potentially invalidated, and for certain a lot of track limit warnings will be going out. If it's your first time here, whether obviously live or after the fact, and you catch the stream, it's a pleasure to have you, and have you here watching as always, and hopefully you can join us regularly, whether that be of course live or again after the fact. Can't be long until we get going here. If we are waiting on one more driver, then you know, I can't see him being ages. I would imagine that they'd just start qualifying. You come in late, that's unlucky. But we'll see. We'll see. Just gonna check my. Oh, jeez. I hope this doesn't make my mic buzz, but I'll just check my controller battery. I've got nothing. I'll give it 5 minutes and then I'll disconnect it. Oh, hopefully, as I say, it won't make my mic buzz. So still 19. It seems like we're waiting on one more. With the length of time that the 19 have been in the lobby waiting, I'll have to see. I'll have a quick look in the. Oh no, that's the wrong chat. That's Formula 2. Oh, I'm not going to be racing in that next week. Not at Suzuka. It was bad enough at Kota this week. Waiting on Fishy. Okay, there you go. Full grid though. That's pretty cool. Also, Ice One, while you're here, you bloody oaf, smashing me out at Kota. I'm calling you out. I mean, obviously I weren't going to finish third. Everyone were going to overtake me at some point, but yeah, I was running third at that moment. No, I enjoyed it. It was a good laugh. Also, he's having problems with connection out at Fishy Flopper. It's not the servers. It can't be the servers because they're working for everyone else. Not everyone here is on a PlayStation, so I mean, almost everyone is, but Fudge is on PC. Needs to, yeah, he needs to get himself a PlayStation. What's he doing on Xbox anyway? Disgusting behaviour. we don't like that in here. We're gonna try and get their PC user to get him in, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Well, we're going to ready up. I mean, he's got an 18-minute qualifying session to get in, so he's got plenty of time. Oh, no, we're saying wait. Let's see. I don't think I've got him added. I'll have a look though. No, I haven't got him added, so no chance of me being able to add him. Here we go then. Into qualifying. Short qualifying, but you've got time to do 4 runs in Austria in the 18 minutes. It really is that quick. I don't think we'll see anybody doing 4. I think 3. You try and save a set of soft tyres just in case for the race. You never know with safety cars and whatnot. And I imagine there will be safety cars tonight. It would not surprise me at all. And we're almost in. So people will be doing the setups before they get out. And I can tell you that for Austria it's kind of medium downforce. So your front wing and your rear wing can go from 0 to 50. 50 being the most downforce on the car. Austria, I think it's somewhere in the late 20s, early 30s, I want to say. It's quite high downforce for a fast circuit because it is quite a technical circuit. But yeah, everybody will be sorting the setups out. We've got an Aston now, straight away. Who's this? It's Payne's dead. Alright, let's go, Payne's. That's it. Straight out on the soft tyre. No messing. You definitely want to be using a soft tyre in qualifying. For those that don't know, I know this is basic information, but if you're new to the sport, the softer the compound, you get more grip, but the tyre lasts less. So in a race, you'll see people using medium and hard compounds because the softs will fall off in terms of performance pretty quickly. Just not bored, so I can sort my audio levels out. There we go. A very quick lap. He's already almost on his first flying lap, and it's the first flying lap of the evening. Second to last corner. I think there's only 10 corners at Austria. So start finish straight. DRS enabled down here. Into turn 2. Going up the hill. You see that little kink in the road? That's turn 3. And you get DRS up here as well. Got to get the braking right, and it's easy to spin out there at turn 3. Back down the hill, DRS enabled again. Got a right hand hairpin coming up. Again, braking zone, massively important. You can see here, Payne's using all of the track, getting half the car basically off the circuit. Gives him a better angle going into and coming out of corners. It's a technical middle section, and then we've got a double right-hander, and that's the lap. It is as I mentioned, a very, very quick lap. Nicely cut on the last corner. Keeps a good line. 103.9. Decent lap that. Shane coming up to the final two corners. Let's see what he's... Oh, he's invalidated. Tim's on the go, so we can see what he's up to. Our championship leader, of course, won all three of the first three races of the season, but he's definitely not miles in front. We've got a 105 from Craig, a 106 from Thanos. More times coming in. King Panda with a 104.5. Pandalon with 106.1. Oh, Tim invalidating on the second to last corner. There you go. I told you this track very easy to have your time wiped out just for overdoing it. Just for taking a bit too much. That puts pressure on future runs for him. 105.5 for Chappie there. Josh with a 104.7. So 6/10. Paynes has got here. Doing really well. Let's see what Reese can do. His time's going to be valid. It's a 104.2. That's second position so far. What? Chiuk. Sorry, it was invalidated. Let's see what Fudge is up to. Just starting sector 2, starts at the top, just before the top of the hill, just before the corner. Still, only one driver managed to break 104, very early in the session, of course, but bodes well for him. First lap of the night as well. Slightly lifting off there, doesn't want to overdo it. That's pretty nice, and it's going to be a 104.6, which is fourth position for Fudge. Decent little lap there. We've got Ice One, who's on a fast lap right now. 16.5 through sector 1. Fishy Flopper has managed to join. I think we're full. So, I think someone took his place. A bit unfortunate for him. I saw someone come in. I think it might have been Kid out. Here's Ice One then. Not taking any risk, not going too wide here. Just get a 105.1, a nice solid lap, 7th position. Well, I'll do for now. You know, you don't want to push it. Nobody currently on a fast lap. So let's go down to Tim, who, as we saw, invalidated on his first flying lap. So a bit of pressure on this lap. Still plenty of time in qualifying. See, 11 minutes and 30 to go. If there's anybody that's going to break 104 and get into the 103s, you would imagine that Tim is going to be able to do it. There we go then. Across the start finish line, and he's going to start his second flying lap of the evening. Nice little corner cut. Don't want to go too far on the outside of turn 1, just because you see the yellow kind of speed hump there. It's going to slow you right down. That's very nice. It did look pretty quick. It's going to be down to that last corner. Incidentally, that's where a lot of drivers were struggling in real life too, to keep within the track limits. No, that's going to be an invalidation. Wow, now pressure is starting to rise. You saw he went really wide coming out of the final corner there. This kid out on a fast lap who's Nick Fishy Flopper's place in the Sauber tonight. So if you're not coming in, I am. And there's no room for Fishy Flopper, unfortunately. Safe line there from Kidal, just trying to get a lap in. 106 dead for 14th position. There's the boss man himself, Ace. Yeah, nice and safe. Get your time in. Yeah, it's a 106.5, but you get your time in and then you can worry about the rest. You can rush in to get back to the pits. It's Immortal, 17.1. That's 6/10 slower than what Ice won was the one sector. You know he did a 16.5. So we'll see if he loses more time or whether he can gain a bit of time back. So much pressure on Tim now. Unreal, really. The championship leader having a bit of a tough time. Still nobody able to get close to Payne. There we go. Around the final corner. Nice and safe for Immortal. Not the fastest lap. He's in 19th position, but we'll have to Reese with a 104.1. He took 2/10 out of his time there. We'll stick with Haynes and see if he can improve. And you only get 4 sets of soft tyres, so if Tim does make an error on his next fast lap, he's got a big decision to make, whether he uses that left fresh set of softs, and then he'll have to use an old set of softs in the race if softs are needed, or whether he goes on an old set now in qualifying. Could be quite a dilemma for him, I must say. There we go then. Over the start finish line. Let's see if he can improve on his time. Very nice. Up the hill now. Turn 3 at the top of the hill. Let's see what this looks like. He's slightly up. Very, very fine margins. Just about 300ths of a second quicker than what he was. But the fact is that he's quicker, and that's what matters. He's using every millimetre of the track. Tim is back on an outlap. We have to keep our eye on that. Thought I saw a spot of rain. If that is the case, then that could be disastrous. Yeah, it looks like it's raining a little bit. A 103.6, that is a huge time. I think it's spitting with rain. It kind of looked like it. 16.1 then for Tim. Yep, it's definitely raining. This could be absolutely disastrous for Tim. Oh, he's run wide. Oh, he's off. He's invalidated, and he's going to be doing a last to first challenge by the looks of things. That rain coming down pretty hard now. You see Reese just behind. No improvements in lap times. That rain has absolutely ruined qualifying for everyone in terms of improving their positions. But well, Tim is going to be in last position. He's not going to get a lap out as Josh and Pandaman Gaming have both retired. Aiden's retired from the session. They all know that this is it. This is qualifying over basically. And yeah, Shane's gone, and there'll be a few more. Lee, he's called it a day. Tim has retired from session, so that is 20th place confirmed for a championship leader. That has really set the cat amongst the pigeons, so to speak. And yeah, everyone just coming into the pits, going to retire from session. It did look overcast, and I wasn't sure if there was rain or not, but yeah. Kiddo's out. We can see what he's up to. There's absolutely no way that he's going to be faster than he was. He's not doing a 105.6. Track's too greasy. Look, can hardly keep the car underneath him. Everyone retiring. Hopefully everybody reads the room, reads the signs, and just retires from session. We've got somebody coming out of the pits. I think that's King Panda actually. Yeah, he can't even get it back. Look at that. Can't even put your foot down at all. What's King Panda doing? He's coming out on the intermediates to have a run. There's no way that he's going to improve on his time, and he probably won't even be. He's not even going to be within range of Immortal. It's impossible. Just 3 minutes of the session to go, and it's not going to dry up either. But I think the biggest story, the big news, as it was, from this session, for sure, is that Tim will be starting from the back of the grid. I don't think anyone would have thought that before he entered qualifying, but that's what happens. I don't understand why people are going for art laps. Oh, we're going to get a bit of practicing in the rain. Well, you're not going to improve your car. There you go, look, already a second down on his own time. King Panda there. It's not going to happen. DRS disabled just to make it a little bit worse. That's normally a good indicator that it, not so much going from dry to wet conditions, because you can see it's wet, but when you're going from wet to dry conditions, you see the track drying up. It's a good point to think, right, now I've got to think about putting dry tyres on when DRS is enabled. Yeah, there you go, back in the pit. No point. Yeah, retired from session. That's what everyone should have done that by now, to be fair. There's absolutely no reason why anybody's out. There's going to be no improvement in times, and certainly you're not going to get a true indication of how the track drives in dry conditions. So We've just got 3 that we're waiting on. Oh, 4, sorry. As Timber is going to try and put a fast lap in again. I mean, we can go on board, but it's pointless. It really is pointless. Cheeky reset to track there. Don't bother finishing your lap, mate. Just retire. The session's done. Your car's, you can see the front left end plate's gone. His car's not in any sort of condition either. So we'll be done with qualifying, and it's going to be Paynes from Reese on the front row, and King Panda, a very, very solid 3rd position, with Fudge in 4th. We've got Josh and Chuck on the 3rd row of the grid. Lee, alongside Timber, who we're watching now, on the 4th row. Ice One right in there, at the front of the midfield, with we'll say it. It's just yeah, it's just easier that way. And then on the 6th row of the grid, we've got Craig and Chappie, followed by Aidan. And yeah, Timber retired from the session. He could have done that about 5 minutes ago, but it is what it is. It's fine. Now they've got to. That's a bit more money for the for the team. Another broken wing. So hopefully we get to see the standings. It doesn't look like we're going to see them, but we know that Tim is going to start from the back, and that's going to be quite painful for him. Trying to get through everyone, not taking any damage, and he's got a big job, and he's got some fast guys at the front that might just pull away. He's going to have to be spot on with the strategy. There's one driver I wouldn't rule out. It is Tim, but it does seem like an insurmountable task here to even get a podium. Everybody, as you can see on the right hand side of your screen, is lined up, ready to go. They're just selecting their fuel strategies. They'll have indication of the weather too, something that we don't get, which I think is quite exciting for us. Sometimes we get a weather report in the chat, and sometimes we don't, but that's cool either way. We'll see as soon as everybody's ready. Just looking at the pit lane and all the fans cheering. Here we go then, we're underway, no messing about, and no warm-up formation lap or anything. Tim already made 2 places up. That's a good start from Paynes. We're just looking at the tyres right now. You can see Lee and Ace are on softs. Shane's on hard tyres, but everybody else is on the mediums. And Lee up into 5th position, a really good start. Let's actually, we don't normally go right down. Let's have a look and see how Tim's first lap is. Good thing about Austria, you're probably going to get DRS and be able to make some passes. The bad thing about Austria here is because of the massive DRS train, it does make it significantly harder to make numerous passes at a time. So there he is, Tim in 12th. Paynes has already finished his first lap. A great first lap from Tim, from 20th to 12th. But it all starts now. DRS is available, and it's been enabled. Timber down into 9th position. Let's see what Tim can do then. We're going to stay on board for now. He's just in front. Hitting nice one. Having a battle. Oh, side by side here. Hopefully no shenanigans. Yeah, safely through there, Tim. Just check behind. Yeah. Next will be ice one. The next one to pass. DRS all the way down to Shane, I believe. That's a bit of an incident for Ace. See that tricky middle section. It's the right hairpin, and then there's a long sweeping left-hander into a double left-hander, then the right coming out for the last two corners. Tim, 11th position. Trying to outbrake, but he's outbroke himself a little bit there. Decent exit at least, but he almost lost a position. He's going to struggle to get past, and you can see now the distance between King Panda, Reese and Paynes quite significant. Reese will be going and trying to attack as soon as possible. You would imagine he's quite the offensive driver, and I don't mean offensive as in he's going to stick his middle finger out when he passes. He does like to attack, he likes to lead the race and control from the front. There you go, he's putting the fastest lap of the race so far. So he's half a second behind, going into the best area to overtake will be either here at the top of the hill or on the way down the hill. Not had a great exit there. He will catch up, he'll have the RS, but I think he's a little bit too far back to make the pass. Yeah. So back down to Tim here in 10th position. As Ice One's slipped down to 12th. Oh, there's a Mercedes there. That's Timber really struggling to keep the car pointed the right direction, which means Tim now he's moved up to 8th. He managed to get through on lead there as well, so pretty good going. And he needs to get up past Chuck and then on the back of Fudge as quickly as possible, really. Oh, and you can see, oh, Timber is all over the place. Oh, he's took damage there, I would imagine. Those tyres will be overheated. What he needs to do is just softly get back up to speed. You can see he's absolutely ragging it. It's probably not the right thing to do. Looks like he avoided damage though, so there is that. That is important. We've got a couple of cars in the pits. I assume carrying damage, as we see Reese round the outside, 2 trailer park girls, and he's gonna hold on to first position. Nicely cut across there. So Payne's down into second. Reese, our new race leader. These two have gone flying away from everyone else. So you can see the gap between Payne's and the rest. 2.7 seconds just to third position. And he's not messing, he's really having a look. He's trying to get through as quickly as possible. He wants to take that position back. He's got a short DRS zone here. This one on the start finish straight, it's more about the setup. As you can see, Josh and King Panda side by side. You see Fudge trying to take advantage there, not able to do it. Reese looks like he's going to keep the lead, is he? Yeah, just about. Let's check these three out. Tim has managed to move up to 6th. Josh up to 3rd position. King Panda does have that outside line. Is it going to do him any favours? Yes, it is. He's managed to get the 3rd position back. As you can see, Paynes has just gone through on Reese there. And let's just keep with this chasing pack. There's Tim. He's on the back of those three now, and this is where the battle begins. He's managed to get himself up into a very respectable position in just 6 laps, but he's going to this is where he's going to struggle to maintain his position. Fantastic view of the start-finish straight there as Fudge goes through on Josh, side by side. Tim, look, he can't quite get through because of those being side by side. He could try and follow Josh around the outside. Or is he going to... Oh, I thought he was going to take the inside line there. No. Oh, he has. Oh, a little touch on the back of Fudge. Not able to take advantage. Looking down the inside. Is he going to try a double overtake it? Oh, he has. We've got the first couple of penalties coming in for Ace and Ice One. I'm going to say we'll see a lot more of that. So Tim now up into 5th. Again, it's going to be difficult. He's going to be under pressure from the cars behind him. Especially going through turn 1. Going up the hill, turn 2 and 3. And turn 4 at the bottom of the hill. Or is it turn 5? There's a kink down there. At the bottom of the hill. Down, there's a corner. It's Austria, who knows? But yes, here we go. So, King Panda's gone through. Tim's going to try the double overtake down the inside. He's got it, but can he make it stick? That is the question. It's going to be difficult. He's in 4th position at the minute. He does have DRS, so that's going to be to his advantage. Josh is the one that's lost out because he won't get DRS. Down the hill, and Tim has gone through into 3rd position. 5.3 behind those in front. He's got to try and really put his foot down and catch up now. You see Josh side by side with King Panda. Some great racing between these guys in this chasing pack. From 3rd all the way down to 8th. And the story now, Tim from 20th on the grid up to 3rd position as Leah's left the session. Immortal has DNF'd, and that's going to be our first safety car of the evening. Yep. So, 8 laps in. On lap 9 now. Are we going to see people pitting in? It is a bit early. It's going to be a thinker, isn't it? It's, if you're on mediums, you come in and try and get on some hard tyres. There's probably going to be another safety car. You just stay out. So Tim last week stayed out, and it paid off for him. So it's a tough one. It's a tough call. This. I can see an argument for both staying in and staying out and coming in. You see, some of the guys further back have decided to come in and make a pit stop. They don't really have anything to lose. We can check onto which tyres yet. So they've gone on the hard tyres a lot there at the back. Shane's on mediums. Shane, the 3rd driver, now picked up a penalty. Haynes has come in. Reese has come in. Tim has decided to pit in this time. It looks like everybody's going to come in all the way down to 8th anyway. Let's see what Kiddo and Aiden do. They're still about a corner back in terms of whether they're going to go in the pits or not. So Kiddo's said, nah, bugger this, I'm staying out. Or Chappie has, oh no, Chappie has to. So Kiddo's going to stay out. He's going to make up quite a few positions, but he's going to be on older medium tyres. Tim really has a chance now of winning this race. This safety car has been a huge blessing for him because he was over 5 seconds behind the front two. Now, as they line up, you can see the gap has gone. Fresh hards for all those that have pitted in, which makes sense. Apart from, I think Lee went on to another set of mediums. No, he went on hards as well. Oh, Shane went on to mediums. which I also understand, because if you think that there's going to be another safety car, maybe late on you can switch to softs and have a really quick finish. But we'll see what happens when it happens in the future. Right now, Paynes is leading the race, and a pole position for him. And the only driver to break into the 103s, 103.6 in qualifying. Looks very, very good. Spectacular qualifying lap. His first lap was not bad at all either. There's a 3 seconds for Timber. You can see more and more penalties coming thick and fast, really. Safety car is going to stay out for another lap. Fortunately, this is not Belgium, and it won't be a 2-minute 20 safety car lap. Austria very quick. Some of the quickest lap times of the season. I think only Mexico is comparable in terms of your lap time. Monaco is actually a shorter circuit than Austria, but it's slower. If you don't know, Monaco's the shortest circuit on the calendar, I do believe. I fully expect the safety car to come in at the end of this lap, and we'll have to see what Paynes does in terms of the restart, and we'll see if anyone gets caught out. It's going to be difficult. It's basically it's a rolling start controlled by the leader. You can't overtake until you've passed the start-finish line. That's 10 seconds for Giro Thanos. It probably wasn't a severe collision, but you can't be touching anyone when the safety car's out. You're going to get punished for that. But yeah, so because it's a rolling start led by the car that's in first position, you can get caught out quite easily, and it can be a lot of action and some serious damage going on as well. Looks like the leaders have all got away safely, as Lee takes 3 seconds for multiple track limit warnings. Let's go a bit further down and see Kiddo and Chuck having a right battle here. Bit of a ding-dong for 6th position. Already a second behind the top 5. Of course, Kiddo did stay out on those medium tyres, and so he's going to be susceptible to a pass from basically everyone behind him who's on the fresh tyre. However, if he goes quite long on those mediums, so 18 is the halfway, he might be quicker at the end, but the problem is when he takes his pit stop, he's going to be a long way behind everyone. I think he made a little bit of an error in judgment. So DRS enabled once again. I don't know who that is down towards the end of oh, it's Josh and King Panda again having a really good battle. You see they've dropped back from the top 3 as Josh goes through. Very nice, and it's a double DRS zone, I think, is it? Or is it not? I can't remember. Right. Oh, hang on. Oh, Tim with a little touch on Paynes as Reese has managed to take lead of this race. So I think it's a single. So what you've got to try and do is overtake just after the DRS detection line. So then you get the DRS going down the hill as well, and you can pull away from the person you've just overtaken. Well, Reese has put in the fastest lap of the race with a 106.5. And as you see, this front 3, it's difficult for the leader, but it's also difficult for those in third position because you've got that guy in front of you with DRS. I think Tim will not hang back, but he won't have to be as aggressive. As you see, lots more time penalties coming in. I did warn you about that. But yeah, he doesn't need to be as aggressive to make up positions. He looks like he's got a bit more pace in him. Kiddo down to 9th, by the way. Not stopping. I really think that was a massive error. So it looks like Chappie's going to get through at any point. At any point now. Yeah, not great for him. So Payne's has gone through into first position. He's not going to have DRS because I think he was already passed before the detection zone yet. So Reese is going to have a chance to battle back here. Let's go to Josh, who's side by side. Reese has gone through there. These pair absolutely pushing one another to the limits. Oh, Tim, I think he could get through. It's just not the right. It's not the right part of the circuit to try and make a pass. Very tight technical second sector. So if you do try and go through there, it's not a lot of room. Slight error there in those last two corners, last corner especially. DRS is going to get him on the back of those behind, those in front, sorry. Nice one now with another 3 seconds. Fishy Flopper's left the session. He's not a happy chappy tonight. Oh, Reese has ghosted there and gone through, and Tim is going to look to go down the inside, side by side. He's just going to try and cut Payne off. He can't quite do it, as you see. Look at that. It's a good line that Payne's got, and Payne's is through back to second position. He's making a little move there on Payne's, and Tim trying to make that move, but unable to make it stick. Just letting him know though that he's there, he's ready to go. Payne's looking decent. You see, Reese has a lot less ERS, which gives you a few extra horsepower because he's trying to maintain that lead. Oh! And that's Tim. He's facing the wrong way. I don't think he got damaged. He's down into 6th. You saw Payne's just had a bit of a coming together with Reese there, and it was actually Tim that lost out because he didn't have time to react, and now he's gone from 3rd down to 6th, and there's quite a gap from 6th back up to getting into that battle for first position. So yeah, that's not a fantastic moment there for Tim. I think he was the innocent bystander, and he got taken out. But I don't think, nobody intentionally took him out. That's for sure. I think it's just a coming together, 2 cars side by side. Tim though is very cool, very calm, collected. So I do expect him to just press the reset button on his emotions and go for it again. As we saw Josh go through on King Panda, we are currently on lap 18, so almost halfway through the race now. still dry conditions. If we go on board, we can see nice blue skies. So, yeah, no threat of rain as it stands. Fud's doing well here in 7th, so it's just about keeping on the back, keeping within DRS range, which is massively important. Payne's just putting the fastest lap of the race. I'm guessing everybody's going to try and stay out on the... oh, there's a VSC. I was going to say everyone's going to try and stay out on the hard tyres. The question is going to be, are we going to see a full safety car? I think there was a couple of incidents there. I think Kidau was with Kidau and ITC. They just had a bit of a coming together. Speeding in the pit lane for Giathanos, 23 seconds worth of penalties. Can't be good. Bit of a disaster for Giathanos tonight. Probably won't give up though. It's not normally the type. He'll go till the end, which is something I do feel strongly about. Yes, he stayed out for almost a full lap. DRS will be enabled immediately after the DRS. There we go. Oh, Craig speeding under the VSC there, gets a drive through. As King Panda goes through on Josh. Craig's retired from the session. I don't think he's in the pits. Could be a safety car. Doesn't look like it. Hopefully we don't get it. Or maybe we do. Hopefully we do. I don't know. This is Fud's right on the back of Chuck now. This battle for 3rd position. Very close. Let's go back to the leaders then. As you can see, Reese just behind Paynes. I believe that's Ace just behind. It's been lapsed, and he's just got 3 seconds for track limits there. For a total of 6 so far. And I don't. Reese just dropped back a little bit there. He's over a second behind. And he's not going to have DRS if he's not careful. I think he's just about rescued that. It seems like he's just struggling to maintain the pace right now. Paynes is really pushing hard as we see. Oh God, there's cars everywhere. Josh has gone through on King Panda there. Tim trying to go around the outside and not able to do so. DRS down the hill. Looking, there's not really any room for him. Oh, and that's a bit of wing, and I think that might actually be Tim there with some damage. Let's. Yep, front right end plate. There you go, gone. You can see on that front wing, not symmetrical. There is damage. As now Chuck goes through, he's going to really struggle now. He'll probably stay out. It's not worth him pitting in. He's just going to lose loads of places. Stay out and hope for a safety car. Reese has took a 3-second penalty. He's really having a tough time of it. And as you can see, Paynes is out of DRS range. We can start to try and increase that gap as much as possible. As King Panda takes 3rd position once again. This battle for 3rd between King Panda and Josh. All race has been fantastic to watch. They've been very clean as well. Tim is in 5th again. He's going to struggle, especially with that wing damage. He needs a safety car at this point, and even then he's going to lose out because of the time it takes to to change that front wing. I guess as long as he stays within DRS range, he's able to defend those behind him. We'll see what Josh is up to here. I imagine he's going to try and make the pass. Excuse me, down the inside, he's got third. But as you can see, the wide line and the DRS working well for King Panda there. Tim has gone through, Josh missing out there. He didn't get DRS down the hill because he'd already made the pass, so down to 5th position. 6 seconds between this chasing pack and Reese in second, who is now 2.4 seconds back on Payne, has a 3-second penalty too. Payne's really dominating now. Mr. Martin is very happy with that. You see they've got Fudge nicely in 7th as well, who's just took a 3-second penalty in first of the race. Chuck has just about managed to get the RS too, so that'll help him defend. See if anyone makes a move here. Is he going to go for it? No, he's decided to hang back a little bit. Very difficult when you have wing damage to anticipate and make the move at the right time. And they're closing the gap a little bit here on Reese. I don't know if Reese has got damage. We'll go and have a look. He has dropped quite far back. He looks okay to me. Just maybe struggling a little bit. Very taxing circuit, Austria. You've got to be switched on. There are straights, as you can see, after turn 2 and turn 4, but it's difficult still. They're not really long straights, and they have those little kinks in them. Tim looks like he's going to try and make a move. Going to have DRS, so could be a good opportunity. It's very, very tight. He's got the inside line. He's got to cut across slightly. Yep, just to block King Panda off. King Panda's trying to get back through. He's going to have a better line going to the left-handers. Side by side. Yeah, I think you see the wing damage having an effect there through the corners. Able to hold that position, Tim. Well played from King Panda there. Not losing his cool. Just going about his business. Has slowed that chasing pack down a little bit. As you see, Fudge and Chuck side by side. Josh under a bit of pressure here, in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, down to 6th position as the Aston Martin of Fudge goes through. Tim going around the outside this time. So has the position. Question is he going to be able to hold it? It'll be difficult for King Panda as well. He's got a big enough gap that he's not under pressure immediately. But looks like Tim has held his position, as you see these left-handers. King Panda getting a lot closer. The aerodynamics are not an optimal level for Tim. Josh back up to 5th, by the way. Looking to retake that position. This is a big battle though. This pack, as Fudge gets another 3 seconds, could be very costly. That I can't overstate the importance of not picking up penalties if you can possibly do it on any track, but especially here at Austria, where those around you are probably going to be getting a few penalties. Wonder how these hard tyres are holding up. Let's see, how long have they been on them? 17 laps. I'd say at about the 20 lap mark they're going to be falling off and starting to struggle. Interesting to see if anybody does decide to go for a two-stopper, or whether everybody stays out. Of course, safety car pending. Haynes is absolutely dominating this race though. Right out in front, 6 seconds the gap to Reese. He's 7 seconds in front of Tim. He does have a 3-second penalty, so he can't just take it for granted that he's got second. He needs to do the best work that he can to keep that gap. We see there more penalties coming in. That was for Pandaman Gaming, I believe. I thought it was for King Panda for a second, as I saw Panda and I was like, oh, that could be a big one. As he's gone through on Tim, as you can see, Tim trying to get that inside line, and he has. He's managed to retake third position. Can he hold on to it for long though? King Panda with that significant advantage due to him not having any damage. Look at these four. Chuck's just dropped off a little bit. Fudge obviously has got a 6-second penalty, but he's right there, and he's going to have a go on Josh here. King Panda's gone through the 3-4 wide. Oh, there's a touch there. Josh on, I think it might have been Fudge. Tim has dropped down to 5th position. Back up to 4th. Let's actually get on board with Fudge. He's currently sitting 6th position. Get a great view. Oh, Tim there. Oh, and Fudge as well. Oh, my word. Don't know if this is the hard tyres saying they're starting to have enough of this. You might have to see people pitting in. Depends how badly these hard tyres are wearing down. Everyone stayed out for now. But yeah, loss of traction for a few drivers there. Oh, there you go. There, once again, Fudge really struggling. Sent himself flying a little bit off the corner. And we see Josh going through at the front of Fudge here. These three in front having a really good battle. Maybe Tim's was more to do with the wing damage, unable to keep the car under control. It's a bit better this lap. See Fudge even with that error, because those in front are battling, and he has the RS, is able to get himself right up to the back of Tim once again, and very close, and he's back in this battle. More penalties coming in. A penalty for Tim, Josh, or King Panda here is going to be really bad. Josh is looking to go through into 3rd position. I've gone through early, so... Oh, look how wide Fudge has gone there. Oh! Ooh, that's quite costly. As you see, he's dropped back now, over a second. Oh. Josh struggling with traction as well. We are on lap 31 and 36. So they're probably just going to stay out on these hard tyres until then, but it does add kind of that element of the unknown into into the race, because you know, somebody just overdoes it and they're spinning out. Hood has managed to get back within DRS range just about. Be happy with that. He's just 1.1, 1.2 now, just not quite. So he's still got a good chance of getting into range. There's somebody getting lapped there. Thanos, maybe Lee. I'm not sure. Probably tell actually. Oh, little touch there, but Josh goes through. King Panda's gonna try and retake the position, but I think Josh has got a decent line here. Yep, Tim's gonna have to back off. There's not space enough for two cars through it. And there's 3 seconds for Josh. So it could be costly for anyone that takes a penalty right now, and it looks that way. I think it is a Mercedes that is. Oh no, actually, it's not a Mercedes. It's an Alpine. So that it would have been Lee there getting lapped. Just got to keep concentration at levels high here, and forget about the penalty. Tim's trying to go wide around the outside. Oh, big touch. A big bit of contact there on Josh. Not convinced it's intentional at all. I think it's more to do with him having that damage. As I mentioned previously, you know, as I stated before, the damage and the lack of downforce and aerodynamics, coupled with this hard tyre that's probably struggling to hold on, is making it massively difficult. Josh almost a second behind here. He's lucky he's just managed to get DRS. Bit of an error-strewn lap there. A bit further down. I don't want to give him the commentator's curse, but I'm going to anyway. Aiden running 9th position, but he's looking at moving up a couple of positions, just down to the fact that he's not picked up any penalties. Good chap is a good 20 seconds back from 6th position, but he's going to move up from 9th to 7th if he can keep this going. Back up towards the front then, and we're on board with Josh, who's dropped down to 5th position. Tim's managed to get through. Very difficult for Josh, he's not going to be able to get a 3-second gap. Pandaman Gaming has retired from the session. We are on lap 35 of 36, so there will be no safety car. These guys have just started the second to last lap of the race. Aiden's dropped back ever so slightly. He's still well within. Oh, he's gone up to 8th actually. He's gone through a nice one. Josh going out the outside on Tim. I think he managed to get DRS again. Yep, it's going to be King Panda without the DRS, but he's just about far enough in front. It won't make a difference. Caution in sector 2. As I mentioned, so late in the race, we aren't going to see a safety car. Kiddo currently running. Oh, Chuck putting the fastest lap of the race there on soft tyres. Oh, 3 more seconds for Reese. He's lucky. He's 9.7 in front. More penalties coming in for Giathanos, who, as I thought, has carried on till the end, which I always credit him for that. He always does it. He never gives up. And he's a decent little driver, but I like the fact that he doesn't give up when there's a bit of adversity. You do see it from some drivers sometimes. There we go then. Into the final corners of the race. Let's actually round the final corner. Paynes is about to cross the line and he wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Chuck doesn't have to do an extra lap there, he's probably happy with that. Second position then for Rees. Good solid 1-2. And yeah, these are coming across the line. One corner to go. Looks like it's going to be King Panda that takes third position. Yep, Tim fourth, which is a very good showing to be fair. Fifth for Josh, sixth for Fudge. Here comes Chappie's quite far back. Aiden's gone through actually. Chappie's really struggling for pace. I think he's gone ghosted actually. Yeah, so Aiden with a 7th position. Very nice. Good work from the McLaren driver. Very good finish. Everybody else just about finished. Here comes Ice One. ITC is going to get a position on Ice One there because of the penalties. Well, there we go. That is race over, and Paynes is our winner. A spectacular qualifying session for him and qualifying lap. And looked just a class above everyone else in the race there. So well done to him. A worthy winner, a deserved winner. And the top step. Yeah, very happy. As will be the Aston Martins. So there's the final standings, as you can see. Nice one, just lost a place at the end there. Chuck putting in the fastest lap. Well played. As for we've got to pick a driver of the day now, and I think there's only one driver we can give it to, isn't there? He went from 20th to 4th. You know, so I think it's close. You know, Aiden definitely deserves a shout. Shane as well. For the positions that they made up. But I think driver of the day has to go to Tim, and I think team of the day will go to the Aston Martins with a very, very good finish there, 1st and 6th. That's quite impressive and very good in terms of the constructors. They'll be pleased with that. So that will be it for tonight, and congratulations to everybody that finished, and commiserations to those that didn't. I hope you've enjoyed tonight. I've certainly enjoyed it. The qualifying with it being wet was really good. But the race ended up a bit of a procession at the end there for Paynes, but that's credit to him really, because you know he made it easy for himself. So there you go. Finally, before I go, I would like to thank, as always, Ice One for getting me into the league to commentate, and of course, Ace for allowing me to be the commentator, and all the admin, all the work that goes on behind the scenes. They never get a shout. They should get a shout out. Well, there we go. That's the end of the night for me. I hope everyone has a great week, and we shall see you next Sunday for round 5 in this fascinating championship. Good evening, good night. I'll see you later.